Good morning to Mrs. Alden's computer literacy class. Because we're going to be meeting sporadically for the month of May because of graduations and testing, and a few of you seniors need to be done by May 11th, I am recording this and making it a YouTube video. So 905, step by step. So I want you to research an instance of a security breach, and there's some pretty famous ones. You'll need to write a one-page double-spaced paper. Here's some of the very famous ones. Target Stores had a data breach in 2013. Yahoo had a breach, and it was 3 billion accounts that were compromised. The big Equifax one in 2017, 145 million accounts were compromised. 2014, JP Morgan, Chase breach, and then MySpace had stolen credentials of 360 million accounts. So write a paper, go on the internet and research a data breach and tell me about it. There is no 9.06 assignment, so make sure you don't do it because you don't have it. Then here's the unit review. Make sure you understand effective passwords, information security, file size and digital storage, cookies, viruses, firewalls, and some of the email features. Question 1 of 9.06 unit assessment, which of the following is the most effective password? That would be B, the M3R one. So B is the answer for the first question. Which of the following describes the phishing method of information security crime? That would be C, pretending to be someone else when asking for information. That's a big one. There's a lot of scammers out there that pretend to be Visa or the IRS. So that was C. Question 3, which of these image sizes takes the most storage space? That would be B, 1 gigabyte. Giga is bigger than mega, which is bigger than kilo. Which of these is a valid use of the reply all feature? None of these. None of these. A plain text email and the same text entered to a word processing document would be about the same file size. True or false? A. Phishing sites do not try to steal your personal information. B, of course they do. That's why it's called phishing. Disabling cookies prevents you from being a victim of a virus. False. Cookies has nothing to do with viruses. Removing a virus from your system is easily done with a reboot. Again, false. Viruses have to be scrubbed. And you need help doing that. A firewall, when properly implemented, can prevent most attacks on your system. True. True. And the last question. The blind carbon copy should be used when you want to C, send the same message out to a group of people but want to prevent a global reply. The 10.03 discussion is discuss how advertising on the web affects search results and the ethical dilemmas associated with that. We see ads every day on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. And here's the questions that they want you to reply to. Should an ad on a page be used to index that page in a search? Why or why not? What about the web page authors who add invisible tags to increase the visibility of their page in the search results? Find and share an example. Again, do some research. So this is an interesting discussion. I hope you guys, if you do not understand the questions, ask me, or heck, go on the internet and research it. There is no 10.04 assignment due. 10.05. In this assignment, you will take a stance on a position. So in other words, this is a debate, and you have to choose a side. So regarding software piracy, file sharing, digital rights, should piracy be allowed or should piracy not be allowed? So you're going to write a one-page essay in 10 point, and you're going to double space it so you have lots of room, and you want to influence the reader why your stance is correct with 3 reasons. And then you must also provide at least one reason why the opposing stance is valid. Remember, cite your sources. The 10.06 assessment. Question 1. Binary search requires that data to be searched be in order. Yes, that is true. Google, Yahoo, Microsoft all use the same web crawler. That is false. Why is Linux widespread in the academic environment? Do you even know what Linux is? Make sure you read about it. The reason is it is free and easily customizable. Which of the following was one of the first internet search engines? Funnily enough, it's Archie. You may not have heard of it. I sure didn't. Question 5. Which of these defines a social search? Social search is modifying search results based on a ranking of a web page. Question 6. Which of these is most often the cause of the blue screen of death? A device driver problem. Question 7. For which of these can a task manager be used? I use this all the time when I have something frozen. You can detect and end a hanged application. Question 8. Intellectual property does not include which of the following? The answer is the amount of steel used in a certain make and model of a car. That's not intellectual property. Can't own it. Question 9. Let's say as a student, you use the student version of a publishing program to create an advertising flyer for your family's company. You have violated which of the following licenses agreement? That is the commercial use of non-commercial software. So that's very interesting. We make flyers all the time, but if you're using student software and you're making your parents a flyer, that's actually against the law. Who knew? Question 10. Which describes the open content method of publishing used by sites such as Wikipedia? Anyone can copy and modify the content. That's why you don't want to use Wikipedia as a source. Let's look at your final project. The final project has 2 parts. The first one is you're going to use Unique Physique. It's a physical fitness center, and it's going to offer personal training, and you want to pretend to be an intern, and you're going to download and complete both parts of your assignment. So the first part is create a flyer with a picture and a table. So cool, you get to create a flyer about unique physique, not about cats, not about horses, but about unique physique. You have to have a flyer with a text and table in it. Make sure you check your spelling and use clip art or pictures. I like that. More points for you. The second part is you take the first flyer that you made and you make changes to the document. So you apply a new style. Then you apply some headings with different styles than the title. Then you give a new style to those that and underline and bold it for these headings. You move the bullet containing dietary consolation to the top of the list. You add a column to the schedule for December table and label it Monday. Add 2 sessions of your choice in the 2 slots. Resize the table. And then shade the remaining 2 rows in the table the color green. So make sure I can read the words through that. Part 2. So now we're going to look at some analysis of the spreadsheet. So after looking at your spreadsheet that you created, you'd like to do an analysis on it. So open your spreadsheet that you created, rename it, and then in cell F4, label it Service. In F5, use our filter feature, which we went over, where you select everything you want, go over, and you hit Filter. In cell G4, make the label number of sales. And in G5, do a count if function. So if the column has a number, add it to the next number or something like that. Then modify your formula in G5 to include absolute references. Then copy the formula in G5 to all the remaining services. So the final project is big, and I am giving you, looks like 3 weeks, 4 weeks to do this. So get everything done and finished and take the final and you'll be done with my class. If you have questions, I will have class on Monday, Monday the 30th. I will not have class May 4th, May 7th, or May 11th, but I will be back on class on May 14th to answer questions. You should be on your final project by then. So thank you for listening and have a great day.